After scenes like these in California, where stores defied stay-at-home orders, tonight more states eased restrictions to jumpstart local economies. Today, construction resumed in Michigan. Tomorrow in Iowa, dental services and tanning facilities can get back to business. Most of the country partially reopening by Sunday.
We got to get going, man. We got to open up some stuff.
The national shift towards a new normal comes as the death toll in New York tops 20,000. New data shows 66% of recent COVID-19 hospital admissions are from residents who say they had been staying home.
Maybe we were going to find a higher percentage of essential employees who were getting sick. That's not the case.
With new cases surging in states like Minnesota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Wisconsin, health experts say expect a spike in COVID cases as states loosen restrictions.
If it really picks up, it's very hard to stop again.
In California, where statewide hospitalizations are flat, the number of positive cases here in Los Angeles is up, and the state lockdown is far from over. As frustration mounts over restrictions, in Texas, the Supreme Court ordered the release of a salon owner who was jailed after refusing to close her doors. In Oklahoma, 2 McDonald's employees were shot after they told a customer to leave the closed dining area.
You are in violation of my constitutional rights.
And in Miami Beach, this confrontation after a man was denied entry to a grocery store for not wearing a mask. Tonight, a nation angry and anxious with lives and livelihoods both on the line. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News.
This is Gabe Gutierrez. Today in Waterloo, Iowa, Tyson Foods partially reopened its largest pork plant in the country with new social distancing measures, mandatory face masks, and temperature checks.
Our essential workforce and infrastructure is critical to keeping the food supply chain open and moving.
Other meat processing facilities are also cautiously reopening. Just this week, plants in Nebraska, Minnesota, and South Dakota.
Within a week and a half, we should be in great shape, maybe sooner.
But in Colorado, Tin A is gravely ill in the hospital. Her daughter believes she contracted coronavirus by working at a meat plant.
We are poor, so we need money, and then we have no choice. My mom say we don't have a choice. If they told us to work, then we have to work. We have a lot of bill to pay. And my mom, she's a hard worker.
Pain across the food supply. Long lines at food banks from Texas to Illinois to Pennsylvania. A new survey finds 17% of mothers with young children say their kids are not getting enough to eat. That's 3 times what we saw in 2008 at the height of the recession. Today in New York's Long Island, hundreds of families showed up for free meals outside this elementary school.
We've never seen anything like this.
Hotel worker Maria Ramirez was recently furloughed. How long have you been waiting here in line?
Around 3 hours.
This woman drove up with her 7-year-old daughter.
It's a lot. I'm a single parent. I have a mortgage. I have a car note. So you kind of think, like, what's priority right now? Do I pay my mortgage or do I go grocery shopping?
New York State has now set aside $25 million for food banks to help make sure families like these don't go hungry.
All right, Gabe Gutierrez tonight. Thank you, Gabe. And now to more on the economic devastation from all this. 3 million more Americans filing for unemployment as the job situation grows increasingly bleak. Here's Stephanie Rule.
My savings is completely dried out.
In Lake Elmo, Minnesota, Tina Nichols needs help.
I'm on week 7 of not receiving any unemployment benefits. Just like when you would call a radio station to try to win concert tickets, that's how you have to call unemployment.
33.5 million Americans have gotten through filing for unemployment in the last 7 weeks. And that doesn't even include Nichols, a mother of 2, furloughed from her dental assistant job in March. Her weekend bartending gig also gone.
Last Thursday, when I called over 400 times and the phone kept giving me a busy signal after being on hold, I had to just let my kids know, like, okay, mommy needs a timeout. And I just went in the bathroom and cried in the shower.
Yesterday, she finally got someone on the phone, but was told it could take weeks before her claim gets processed. In Atlantic City, hundreds of cars waited at this food bank. Volunteers Robert Walls and Myra Gonzalez both work at casinos and are both out of work.
The fear of the unknown, the stress.
I'm ready to go back. I need to go back.
Normally, businesses on this boardwalk would be getting ready for summer. Instead, they're boarded up, unsure when they'll reopen and if their customers will even show up.
As Americans struggle to make ends meet, NBC News has learned the White House is considering delaying the tax deadline again. After moving it to July 15th, the deadline could get pushed back even more to try and keep money in the pockets of those who need it most. To put the last 2 months in perspective, in 2009, during the worst month of the recession, the U.S. lost about 800,000 jobs. Now, since the stay-at-home orders began, every week between 3 and 6.9 million jobs were lost.
The April jobs report out tomorrow is going to be bleak, but even when recovery begins, expect a long process. You cannot fall down this low and jump right back up again.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.